So went for a very modern approach. This was former NBA star Marcus Johnson's home. He clearly had to sell it after all the sexual allegations came to light. But now it's a golden opportunity for someone who's looking for a quaint $8 million mansion. And so here is Koko's Casita. You can see we have the awning overlooking with a great view. We'll get to that in a minute. You first walk in and you see the fully transparent table, which we thought would be cute. We thought would add a fun element if everyone could see each other's knees. It's part of the former allegations that nothing else happened, so no footsie. Yes, he was accused of many things at this historic table. And so now we've turned it clear and it's everyone feels safer. So here we have this is our intervention couch. And so it's a couch where you can't really see the TV because anyone who's going to sit in front of you is going to be kind of in your way for what you would mount or enjoy the fireplace at all. And so this is more for sitting in circles, and you can either do a book study or an intervention for alcoholism, drug use, infidelity. Really any of them. This is the perfect couch intervention circle for any of them. Let's move on. This is a very tiny door into what it feels like to be attacked. And here you'll have just a series of chests. There's only one rule in the house: never ever look in any of these chests. Most of them are normal with general supplies, but one of them holds some ancient relics that we're not sure what will be released if opened. And so that's one rule: you can't move the boxes, you cannot open the boxes. So we're gonna leave that closed. And then you step past the ancient horror relics and you come into the kitchen, which is, significantly less spacious than the rest of the house. But that's because when you have money like this, if you're buying an $8 million mansion, then you've got chefs and you got Freshly coming in at the door. Freshly subscription for 6 months actually come with the house. The cat in the kitchen, yes. We also went, the decor we were going for in the kitchen was going for like an Aztec Mayan sort of pattern. But then we realized that clashes with the rest of the modern approach. And so we thought it'd be fun that as you step into the kitchen, you kind of leave the century you've been in and you become engulfed in just a simpler time. And it really helps just, I find, ground you when you want to just like de-stress, decompress, and do some dishes and cook some good sopapillas. Okay, so we go through here, and then you'll find one of our minimalist rooms. This was actually one of the Airbnbs that we rent out. It's a high ticket item in the winter when the snow is falling. We actually scoot these beds right up here to the corner, and this is the Instagram money shot that makes it feel like you're encompassed by windows, but that's implied in the photos. It's never explicitly listed in the description that it is entirely windows, though it looks like it's all windows when you come right here. So when you show up for the Airbnb, they've already paid, payment's already cleared, and so they come in and they will get what is still a good view. All right, so let's keep going. Let's go on. Oh, what do we have here? This is just a glass wall. We thought we needed more fresh sunlight in the kitchen, and so we just put in another very tall, very skinny glass wall right here. And we found people like it. Yeah, that's a fun little factor that's been, ooh, and then we get here. And then what you'll find is so all of your figurines, lots of rooms for all of your Funko Pops, all of your action figures, all of your various cosplay helmets. And then we keep moving through here. And what we've included right on, so it's a very simplest room. There is just the bed, because we really wanted only one objective to be completed in this room. Really only one thing. It's not for keeping your things. It's not for getting dressed. It's not for getting ready. It's just simply a sex room. We thought if you top off the house for a room that's solely for sex, that would be, we find our customers enjoy that. And then you step out here and you've got like just the most beautiful trellis that overlooks the portal to hell. We've seen a rise of witches and Wiccans on Airbnb, and so we have since actually been catering to that. And so we gave a view of the portal to hell, and we found that's been a hit. And so you come through. Oh, that's another thing. This room that is solely a bed it is a sex room, but also can be used for sacrifices. We didn't know that until all of the witches started renting our room, but you know, they are creative, they are. And so then you come up here and we have what we have found is just a more intimate intervention couch. And so sometimes the intervention couch downstairs, the circle of couches facing each other, which again, great for alcoholism and drug abuse. But when you come out here, this is for the more intimate one-on-ones. This is more for maybe a direct one-on-one, like a close friend intervention, or if you really just need to go over the sunrise to kind of help instill hope in those hopeless situations. And you can just like look or maybe have a confrontational conversation with someone and just tell your mother for the first time in your life what you like really think about her. And we found that our customers have really enjoyed that. And then you keep moving on in. And I think we have just about, oh, they're only automatic on the entrance. They are not automatic on the way out. We're gonna get facilities on that. And so I think we've covered, yep, those are, do not open the ancient relics in there. And I think that's the whole thing. Missed anything? We actually went with a, so too many homes have just like a large, too many homes would just have like a large TV, and we wanted to go with a modern, so modern that it's not actually hit mainstream yet. And so we actually placed a widescreen gaming monitor in the living room for you to really watch movies in the stretched out ultra wide lens, which I believe is how most directors truly want it to be seen. And then, oh, and then we have our good friend Tina, just dripped in diamonds, which are kind of the clientele we're looking for a home like this. Yep. Oh yeah, so that is how you sweeten the deal. I am malnourished. I have been lost in a cave for so long. I'm really actually needing this real estate gig to take off. Okay, and that is the home. Tina's clearly here. She's part of our Wiccan crowd, and she's gonna go do some sacrifices upstairs, so we're gonna leave her to it. So everyone say thank you and goodbye, Tina. As we involve, oh, I almost forgot the pool. We almost didn't get to look at the pool. And the pool here is just phenomenal. You'll see it's an infinity pool, so it overlooks, you go right up to the ledge there. And again, it's just the coziest, a couple of champagne glasses on the infinity pool overlooking the portal to hell. And honestly, those are like, we've found to be the trifecta. Okay, so now we're going to, is this Pink's house? Is that what I'm hearing? We're gonna go tour Pink's house. This is going to be our entrance to Jurassic Park. And that's slotted to open in 2029. Okay, so we're heading into Pink's house. What is that? Okay, let's go check out Pink's house. So here we go, here's the main entrance. We rolled out this long, we have this long wool rug that stays out in the rain and is truly just horrific to walk on. If you ever touch it barefoot, you will be cursed. But we thought it would look pretty from the drone shots. It's concrete, inked. I think it'll be matted just enough for you to be able to put that in the description for B&B rentals in the near future. But right now, it is still truly just horrific to walk on it. So you can tell that it's still a little, it's still not matted enough to not be considered wool. But it looks great in the drone shots as we promote the home. We have some nice lighting here. We have some nice seats here, so you can watch people go in and take their last breaths as they enter Jurassic Park, which again is opening in 2029. And so we think these seats are going to be some quality viewing spaces. We have here. Is this a door to a fish tank? Oh, yeah. So we thought. You know how divers are always getting into aquariums and they just make a big splash at the top because you have to fall in when you enter, and then you're disoriented and you have to get your bearings? We found that it's actually, people find it significantly more freeing to simply just walk into the water. And so we had our best engineers on it and we made it happen. And so now when you want to go swim in your 3-story fish tank that comes with the home, you can walk straight on in, like the aquarium's giving you a hug. On into the rest of the home, we have here our, it's actually a McGruff house as well. And so we have the McGruff sign on the front door. So when people come in, kids are on the run and don't want to be taken, I cannot sleep, and don't want to be taken, they can run into this Officer McGruff house. And this is where they can stay. They've got some books where they can put their things. So that's right there. And then here we have some toothbrush, toothpaste, basic supplies they may need. Okay, and so then you come on in, and then let's go on downstairs first because it's really a treat what's happening in here. This is a room that has been, once again, a huge hit for our Witch and Wiccan community that have been really, really increasing in the Airbnb customer usage. And so this is a list of spell books and a sacrifice table, and we've found those have just been getting rave reviews. And so we go on down another layer, and then this is where you keep the really dark stuff. Okay, again, the relics that you're not sure what they're going to do or what they may release upon the earth, we have them in here, and there are several containment incantations on that room. And so if you need to make a quick get out, you can, and then we'll have our facilities team take care of it at the conclusion of your stay. Okay, so that's the entrance, and then we head on up to, oh yeah, we thought it was fun to, you never want to lose your inner child, never grow up, you know? And so we thought it'd be fun if you came up the ladder to the next floor, and then the ladder, you had to do a fun little jump, like a playground, sort of a floor is lava situation to kind of brighten your day when you come home from a long, stressful day of work. We thought some physical exercise would help reduce stress, and we have found it has. So you'll come in, and we are bringing back the lava lamp. You know, all trends go away and they come back, and so we have brought back the lava lamp. It has not caught on. It's been the #1 listed item in the negative reviews section, but we are certain that we are ahead of the time, and we can't wait to see where it goes. Yep. So you'll come in. We've just got lots of coal lined up for you, so that you can continue to lie to your spouse that you have been working in the coal mines. You can grab some of that, you can dust it on your face, so you don't have to tell them what you're really doing and what aspects of your body you're really selling as a career. And so you come in, you can just dust the coal on to yourself. And then we come through here, and we have several furnaces that are running in here. Several furnaces that have a very narrow pathway. So you just tiptoe over to these furnaces. Do not step backwards. I cannot stress this enough. But you tiptoe into these furnaces, and you can do some meal prep and live on the edge while you're doing such calculated macro tracking and all of that. We don't want you to get, you know, feeling like you're too disciplined, and so we added a little bit of flair of the fear of death to help keep the heart racing. Wait, can you open your inventory again? Absolutely not. I don't appreciate the judgment. So we keep going through here. Oh, nope, that is the conclusion of the home. So yeah, it really is an effective McGruff house, and really helpful for tools for the witches. And other than that, it is just, and an aquarium. So there's really a little something for everyone here. And once again, can't wait for the viewing opportunities as tours head into their death through the Jurassic Park entrance, opening in 2029. Okay, so that's Pink's home. You want to make sure you check that out on our website. We're gonna keep moving right along, and we're gonna head to this beautiful mountain getaway. This was inspired by actually the Game of Thrones set from Dragonstone. Yes, the architect that built this cozy mountain cabin was actually the same architect that worked on Dragonstone from Game of Thrones. Turns out it wasn't an assignment he was given. This is just what he loves, you know? And you just do what you love. That's Steven's house. He's in Japan right now. Of course he's in Japan. Architects and their luxurious lifestyles, am I right? So these torches are real. We have workers who will come light them on a daily basis. And so these are constantly burning. Please be careful on your way up. We've found it's nice to go up, and it's very actually centering and grounding if you enter your home through this main entrance while you are reciting some High Valyrian, and treat it more as a pilgrimage. So if you're just going home, but what it feels like is you're returning to your root, and it feels like you're going back to who you truly are. And we've found that's been just a really helpful for stress. If you just quote some High Valyrian, and then you come on in, we close the door there, and you're gonna step straight on in. Hold on. I need to take a bite of my breakfast before I start the next leg of this tour. There's a lot happening here, and we've got our work cut out for us. But Kyle Party Real Estate is up for the task. Play music? It's by the bed? Wait, you got a record player by the bed? You can do that? This is real? welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And you know what, Nick? You came at the perfect time because you are a prime customer for this new cozy mountain lodge that was created by the same architect who worked on Dragonstone from the show Game of Thrones and its prequel House of Dragon. And so we head on in and you will find just the most beautiful amethyst floor. You've just got straight diamonds that you're walking on, and nothing really says luxury other than walking across a floor of purple jewels. You can immediately play some music and calm yourself, because everyone knows even before you go deal with the mess that's going on in your home, sometimes you just need to lay down and just decompress for a moment. And so you've got that, and then you've got Safe Travels Koko. And then you've got your spyglass right here, the only item in this room, so that you can go out to your viewing deck with your spyglass. And we found it has the most stunning view. No, you can't even see the portal to hell from here. But it has this, what is that over there? The most stunning view of the mountain range. You can overlook the lava moat. Once again, for our crew, our increasing customer base of witches on Airbnb, you can actually sacrifice people straight on in right there. Not only is it very effective for sacrifices and incantations, but it actually makes a beautiful Instagram post. We have cameras lining the fall, so you can get you can make a boomerang out of it. And you've got just this massive fish tank of rare and exotic fish. Then we head up into what is this? This is storage, just attic storage. Want to make sure you had plenty of stuff to stash your secrets. We keep coming through here. This painting was inspired by Angry Birds, and so we keep moving on. Nick, I legitimately, hearing that sound as I entered this room, I actually thought I was stepping into a trap and I was about to die. Once again, Kill, welcome in. Dion, it's so good to see you. We're taking a tour of the home of the architect who worked on Dragonstone for Game of Thrones and House of Dragon. And you'll find you come in here, got a CD player, set the tone, set the mood. You can also play ancient Gregorian monk chants, and we find those really help with the sacrifices that our growing witch clientele on Airbnb like to conduct as they punt virgins into the pool of lava. Or if you're going for something a little more visceral, you can walk them on over into this room, and you can actually have 1v1 fights, and you can have fights to the death. We know they're never gonna win or make it out. There's our sacrifice room, and you may think there was more to this house than that, and honestly, I did too, but you know what? We like to keep it simple. So those are two. Oh, I forgot to show you the best room. This is where you can keep all of. This actually, we modeled this after some Swiss banks, and so you can actually keep various forms of identification in here. It's very safe, very solid. We've actually got several sensors in the amethyst floors that prevent you from entering if you are not classified, and then you can come in here and you can just swap identities and lay low for as long as you need for all of those pesky investigations. Okay, and now we're gonna go check out whatever's happening over here. So we head on in, and then what we find is one of the most iconic pieces of the estates here, and this is Dion's home. Dion's home, the Love House, and you can just see it's just got like the absolute cutest vibe to it. So we go on in, and we went for just a circle of windows, really like the viewing deck, but even more so than the view you get to see from in here is the view others get from out there. We wanted to make sure the bed remained incredibly visible to all the other homes. and all the other passerbys, the tours that go by, and there's actually a beautiful vantage point from the balcony on Pink's home that you have a direct line of sight to the bed in Dion's home. That was intentional, and they collaborated with that, and it's actually really cool to see neighbors coming together. Am I right, guys? So it's a pretty fun community, kind of a small town, a community vibe. And then you head on upstairs. You head on up, and what you're gonna find is just like a really unique. You're gonna watch your step on your way in for the axolotl pond, but we thought that would be fun. There was talk about potentially putting a walkway across it, but we thought it would add to the sense of urgency and danger if we just wanted to keep people on their toes a little bit, you know? And so if you're not watching your step, you will drop in, and this axolotl is surprisingly aggressive. So you're gonna watch your step, and you're gonna tiptoe around here and just enjoy the nice pond. His name is Cucumber. Everyone say goodbye. Goodbye, Cucumber. And then we keep going. And then we start heading up. And then you'll find just the prettiest little floating glass flower bed. They said it couldn't be done. They said it would be structurally unsound. They said it would be a lawsuit waiting to happen. But who's got the last laugh? Am I right? So we're up here with, his name's not posted though. That's Cucumber. We're gonna say this is Pickle. And Pickle is here just dying to play with you in the floating flower bed. Like literally dying. He has no food or water. He desperately actually needs you to come play with him and help him. So we continue on past dog, and then we get to the jacuzzi, which is the highest level up here. You get to just the most beautiful jacuzzi. Once again, they told us it was detrimental. They told us it was life-threatening. And yet what we've actually found is people like it more when there is the constant awareness of your own mortality as you look through the floor and you see just the not only possibility but probability that you will plummet to your death with this sort of 2x4 arm holding you and the hot tub up. And we found that's actually added a really nice vibe to the jacuzzi. So that is Dion's home. Very wholesome, very good. Everyone say bye, Cucumber. Again, beautiful home, beautiful view from Pink's balcony to Dion's bed. Beautiful view for you, for everything on the outside, and of view from everyone on the outside. But we're gonna move right on in, and we're gonna keep going. Okay, so we made these incapable of jumping. Those are barbed wire. So we're gonna keep going. And then the last stop here. Well, Dion, it's actually really inappropriate to leave these lying around. You knew we had a showing today, and I actually told you to put these. I was very explicit that you would actually stuff all of these back under your bed. Anyways, we're gonna truck right along for the rest of the tour, and we head on over to a dramatically different vibe. So we leave the pink cozy cottage and Cucumber and Pickle and the mortality remembering jacuzzi, and then over here there's Dragon. Everyone say hi, Dragon. Dragon is just dripped out, looking like Hawkeye when he is at his lowest point in life, conducting atrocities throughout Tokyo and Hong Kong. So this is, oh, what are these things? I'm so glad you asked. These are actually moss hippos, and the moss hippos we find are great for deterring evil spirits. And again, our increase of witches, it is always beneficial to have any and all evil spirit deterring animals and relics on you as possible at all times. And so then we come next door. Here we have what do we have here? This people come from far and wide. You may recognize this house from the Lifetime channel when they did a interview of the top Halloween homes in Northeast Asia. And so that is what we find here today, which again, just as you saw on reality television, it has the corn maze entrance, which is currently out of season. But we're working there. We have security cameras. Nope, that's a moving animal. Sure looked like a security camera from my vantage point, but that was we removed the security cameras because people were getting into some suspicious activity in the corn mazes, and we did not want to intrude or be charged. So we move on. This is one of the creatures that pulls the carriages into Hogwarts. We got one of those for this Halloween house. One of the best pieces of Halloween decor on it. Draws people in. You cannot see this horse unless you have seen a death up close and personal. So we head on in. I've never seen any of these homes before. And you head on in, and nothing shouts power quite like a little Aztec mural style koi pond matched with the flowing lava wall of Syndrome from Incredibles 1. We realized that combination there really speaks to the duality of man, is what we're going for. The nice Latino koi pond and waterfall matched with Syndrome's lava wall from Incredibles 1. I realized that actually has just been really helpful in hitting the money, not being too evil, not being too good, but really speaking to who we really are deep down. Okay, and so once again we have two posters that are commemorating the mobile game Angry Birds. Big Angry Bird players, people of this class, and then we go through. Oh, you can ride these. I learned that just now. So once you make your way past the Aztec koi pond and the Incredibles lava wall, you go ahead and you get your blood flowing a little bit. We try to stay healthy out here. When you get to a certain level of affluence, it becomes harder and harder to find the need for physically straining yourself when we do have servants who will do all of it. And so we have added a ladder, a 4-story ladder that you'll climb. Oh, nope, there's a little drop off right here. If you get tired, you can watch ominously over what's happening below. We found this has been really good for catching people while they're plotting your downfall. And so you can loom ominously up here while you're watching their plotting. We can keep moving on up to the next floor. And what you'll find is our sniper tower, where our sniper Dave lives and really just keeps the whole village safe. So Sniper Dave is up here. Oh, and the sun's going down. We're gonna want to get scooch on out of here before Sniper Dave takes his post. And he is a very serious man. We don't want to get in the way of his festivities. And then that is the Halloween mansion. Hi, Dragon. Everyone say hi, Dragon. You look so... Oh, I certainly missed this, didn't I? Thank you, Dragon. What you'll find in here is just a collection of stolen goods. The owner of this home is actually the reason the address is not posted. You'll have to go through a significant vetting process because this man is on the run from 12 governments for all of his exploitations and robberies, and he keeps them here in his treasure room on display as a flex to the community. So we move right on in. Oh, could this be? I think this is. What happens if I step on that? What happens if I step on that? Dragon, is it okay to step on this? I don't want to blow anything up. I'm stepping on it. This feels like a booby trap from Indiana Jones. I'm gonna step on it. No one answered me. I'm sorry if something bad happens. Okay, well, but you do have just an absolutely gorgeous outfit in here, lined with more stolen goods from just a light. We wanted to give a sense of shock and awe of what could happen at any given moment in the Halloween mansion. And so we placed in what looks like an Indiana Jones booby trap activator in the center of the floor. Find it to be a nice conversation piece. And if you like to pull a fun party trick on your guests, you can accidentally step on it on your way to the armor and then scream, "Oh my God, get out now!" And we always have a good laugh when we do that. And so we head on up past the Indiana Jones room. And what you'll find in here is exactly what you think it is. Back on down we go. And then we come out and into "Don't let the dum-dums out. Close wooden gate behind you." We've taken all the best precautions in the world. And so we have got prisoners locked up in here that are just screaming for their lives and for the sweet release of death. On and on. A lot of our guests think that it's an audio track to help add to the creepiness of the Halloween home, but we found there's actually a more visceral, all-encompassing sort of dread that sinks in when you can hear it coming from people that truly have the fear of death settled deep into their souls and being released from their diaphragms. And so that is what's happening here. Hello, Tina. Tina, they're not prisoners, they're interns. Tina, that is what we tell our dinner guests. Let's not be silly. We will, and the authorities and our dinner guests. Oh, why is he coming? No, okay, we're chill though still, right? He's chill. Now we head to Rocket's home. Rocket is gonna be our final stop of the day. One of our most mysterious spots. He's also one of our most mysterious buyers. Oh, isn't that beautiful when it comes into view past the clouds? Wow. Look at that. Built on top of a waterfall. We have many mansions with waterfalls. We have many mansions that overlook waterfalls. We haven't had any mansions that are waterfalls until Rocketnado and their builder and architects set out to really just go above and beyond for their renters. And so let's go take a look. Oh, the entrance, not where you think it would be. If you don't know, then you don't know. Or it's a security precaution, but it is also helps people feel like they're going to a speakeasy when they come and visit your home. And so you can just be the most interesting host among your friend group with your backdoor speakeasy entrance. There's also a special knock that you will have to learn in order to be entered, even if you find the entrance. But we're starting here with our golden armor horses so that you are prepared. That's Chesty and Henry. We continue on, and past Chesty and Henry, you'll find, oh, did you just let all them out? Oh, we killing them all now? Oh, we're getting to watch the periodic cleansing of the chicken coop. Yes, even while you are renting, we will have facility directors who will come and have more purges in the chicken coop. We come back up once again, another pilgrimage type voyage up the steps, really going for the monk feel on top of a mountain. Just a discouraging amount of steps to walk up, but then into a serene mountaintop, minimalist design with flowing pink petals all over the place. And we come back in once again. We are trying to make the jump before the fad really takes off, and so we are working to bring back lava lamps. They have been our most negative review so far, but we are really confident that we are just ahead of the curve and they'll be catching on very quickly. So we've got our room in here for supplies, some cooking supplies, and then over here is enchantment room, aka, no, I didn't even know there were signs. You go on in here and you'll find we actually put in there an enchantment room. This is also just covered in spell books so that you can do some of your dark, more suspicious, more unsure of the ramifications on time and reality, you can do them up here further away from the rest of the village, so that if your spells or any of the creatures that you release upon this land go rogue, you have a little bit more containment time to sort of work with them and get it under control before all of reality unfolds. And so we thought that would be a nice little perk to include. We have an aquarium down here. Where's the aquarium? Oh, and then they've got another axolotl aquarium. And what are their names, Tina? They're nameless for now. We didn't know if they'd survive. We'll leave that out of the housing description. But on we go, continuing with the rest of the tour. We head into now the main lodge at the top. And what you'll find in here is a his and hers setup. We went with the his and hers approach with a whole doorway, a whole world of possibilities between you and your partner. We thought it would be a nice allegory and sort of physical image for the growing world of distance between you two, and the chasm that just seems like it's endless the further you go and the more you realize how much further apart you've actually been growing over the years. And so we thought that was just poetic and loved it and had them put it in. And so there's the world between you and your partner. We head on down past all of the then, of course, outfits for your cosplays, your role plays, and Tina continues on with the rest of the tour. We come on down, and there is a single bed for, it's actually the retreat basement, or whichever one of the two spouses really just can't even be in the same room as their partner anymore first. They get the basement, and they can come on down. This door seals from the inside, and so you can absolutely keep them out. You can keep out your partner for as long as you want. We have supplies in here that'll last easily 6 months, 10 if you ration well, and then if you're just really fantasizing about ending it all, but you can't bring yourself to do it, we have actually got a simulator so you can jump off, but into the waterfall. Am I gonna die? I don't want to fall. Oh, get back in! Where are we going? Where am I? What the? And so then we have some spelunking. We're certain that the next Batman is going to be one of our buyers. And so we have gone ahead and started on the cave entrance, made it just hard enough to find that you'll feel like you stumbled upon it, really creating those Batman Begins origins. Sort of an already made cave. You didn't have to work very hard to create, just bring some tech down in it. But we've pretty much done all the hard work and the blasting and the dynamite. But then you'll keep going. Oh, and then you'll find once again our network of tunnels. Oh! You're gonna die down there? Inked, are you trying to keep me away from the really good stuff? That's so nice of you, but it's not gonna work.